welcome back. Today we're going to use the apple pie filling that we made the other day. And we're going to make some homemade dough, roll it up, deep fry them. We're also going to be making some, I don't really know what to call this. My mom made it when I was a little girl. And she's no longer here, so I have no idea what she called it. But it's hamburger gravy with celery, onions. We're going to use some bean sprouts and some chow mein noodles, and it's delicious. I'm going to have it over rice. So I want to show you guys my apron today. It's my first ever apron, and a few years back I ran a youth program, and my friend Edna, she had this idea, and all the kids made them, and she made me this one. So I cannot sew, but she could. So I love this apron here. So my husband is going to come on today and do the dough. So we're going to have him come on now and see how he does with that.
Alrighty, so I'm going to get started with the dough here. Of course, under my wife's close supervision. I'm going to need 3 cups of enriched flour. I don't know why I'm saying enriched, I guess it just comes to mind. And I get to do this, my favorite pie, so I love doing this here. Get to run the old sifter. Shoot 1 cup at a time. Nice.
Yeah, that's a new sifter. I had a real
Take 2 cups.
old one, but I gave it to my dad.
It'll easily fit the 2 cups. I'm just gonna do the last cup. This will be 3 cups rich flour sifted. Okay. Right. I don't know why this little mechanism
Well,
entertains me, but
probably as a little boy, it was just like that neat thing to do.
look at that. Just got 2 little nugs left in there. Okay, so that's that. Look at that. Looking nice, right? Can't see it.
The next thing he's going to add is the, I've got it all measured out. It's going to be a tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Yep, just dump it right in.
I'm just going to give that a little briscaroni with your fork.
And next he's going to use the lard, which I think that's in a 1/3 cup.
1/3 cup Crisco. Sounds pretty expensive, man. You want to drop as I can. Just kidding. Get that right in there.
And next is going to be,
Do I cut this right in first, or I gotta?
yeah, cut that in first, you're right. I'm rushing him along now. Bacon is a science. You have to do it to the T.
On a side note, I have really not done any cooking with my wife in a long time. This ought to be interesting.
No, he's doing great. This, I will tell you, this is a new recipe for us. Usually I just buy the prepackaged stuff. But with the cost of everything, if you have the skills and the stuff, you definitely do it. Now the next one is 1 cup of milk.
Yep, 1 cup.
He's going to leave probably a little bit left in there because sometimes you just never know. It says 1
It
cup.
says pour it all. I remember reading it. Just pour it in, then it says more if you need it.
Okay.
It says you can add a little more if you need it.
Right, so if we have too much, we can add a little bit more flour if need be.
Right.
If too little, we'll add a little bit more milk. And then he's going to have it come together with like any sort of pie mixture or bread mixture. Once it's all mixed together, we're going to throw some flour down on the board, and then we're going to knead it.
So if you need to add a little bit more milk, you can. Once you get it, so you don't have those dry spots. Go ahead, just pour me like a
Yep, I want to throw a little bit of flour down on the board, and a little bit more milk.
Yeah, please.
And we happen to have whole milk today, that's what we're using. If you have low-fat milk, it's fine. Stable milk, shelf-stable milk, that's fine. Looks like I should have put an apron on him, but that's okay. With working with flour, you get it everywhere.
I like getting messy.
I'm gonna throw a little bit of flour down the board for him. Need it a little bit on that.
Okay. Try to get it all out here.
Now he's just gonna knead it.
Down a little bit more.
Have it come to a little of a ball form. Once it's that, we're gonna let it rest for 10 minutes. Then we'll move on to the next step.
This is a good dough you can use for, I'm pretty sure you can use it for all kinds of stuff. You can use like make hot pockets and stuff like that. Just want to make sure that everything that you're gonna put inside of it's fully cooked, because the dough will deep fry really quickly.
So it was nice that we made the apple pie filling the other day. I already had some frozen in the freezer, which I just took out. I knew I was gonna do this today, so I took it out last night, let it unthaw.
I'm gonna just go out and then just chop it into pieces and then let it.
We gotta let it rest first, then we chop it.
Okay. Just gonna spread it out like this will be fine. Okay.
Yep.
Look at me, Mr. Betty Crocker. Huh?
There we go. So we're gonna let that rest for 10 minutes, and we'll be back with the next thing.
Okay. All right. Rest it up. About 10-15 minutes. Gonna pull that back out of there.
We put some flour back on the board so it's easy to maneuver. Gotta cut it first in the pieces, then roll it out.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut it. I'm not sure how big a piece.
Well, what we usually do is start in the middle, because you want to make about 12 pieces, and then you can kind of eyeball it from there. So each side you're gonna want to get 6.
I'm only gonna get probably. How's that?
So he's got 8, but that's okay.
Let's see how big you can.
We'll see. We got different size things to use.
They want to be one bowls.
Well, you're gonna roll them out, so it don't matter.
I want to end up circles.
Yep.
I'm just gonna make them into balls real quick.
I might have to. We can put the extra. Oops. Sorry about that.
Turn them in.
They do.
Okay.
So you can throw the extras in the bowl if you need to, if you need more room to roll out.
Good idea.
You take a little bit of this, because I forgot to get you some more, just throw it on this pin here. We'll get you some more flour if it sticks, but it should be fine.
What I'm trying to do is kind of create a circle.
While he's doing that, I put the oil on, just regular vegetable oil, that we heat up in a pan, but that's what we're going to use.
I need a little more flour.
I'll get you some more flour.
What we got here, what we're going to use is my wife bought me these for Christmas from Amazon, and they're cool little dough press press set, Amazon.com. We'll just be placing our dough on there, putting our filling in, crimping the baby down, and it'll go to the deep fryer. They have like 3 different sizes. They're pretty cool little ones. This nice big one you could use for, you know, empanadas or whatever.
And no worries if you do not have that, because obviously we just got it for Christmas. We did not have it.
Right.
All you do is the same thing you're doing right now, and then you take your fork to crimp it closed.
I think that's going to be big enough.
But you definitely don't want to overfill them. Yeah, because
I'll just go like this. I can always redo them, right?
yep, just take up the extra thing this side.
Should I kind of take it off now?
Either way, you can take it off now or take it off once you've closed it. It's not a big deal.
I'm just going to take the majority of it off. It's really big. Just, okay, so you want me to put the filling in
Yep.
now into this one?
Yep. So that's the filling that we made the other day.
And it tastes delicious, mind you. Just gonna put it to one side here.
Yep. You don't want to overstuff it.
Probably about, 2 tablespoons maybe in there.
Closing that tight.
Yep. That's it. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the excess dough around there.
I'm gonna grab my plate and put that on.
I'm going to open it up. This is the first for me too. Look at that, huh? Bingo. Just like that.
Nice. So he's gonna put them on the plate till he's got them all made.
So now you should be able to smell.
So I just add that to that.
I did, no?
Yeah, it's way too much as it is.
No, should I just wait and I'll make one?
Yep.
Make it after.
Mhm.
That way I'm not breaking them up.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these circles.
And I think while he's doing that, I'm gonna check the oil right quick and see how hot that's getting.
Got another one ready to go.
Just
It
a
was a
few.
lot easier to take it off after, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I think this is something we're definitely gonna enjoy using. We weren't sure.
Really easy to use. Look at that.
Boom, and another one perfectly shut down. Closed in.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Wait, can I have? Can I have like the whole thing powered? Just put it in so I can touch it. Nice. Get some hands. Thank you. I just do a few times that way, a few times this way. Start with like a meatball size, good size meatball of dough. Flip it over, keep that plow on it, makes it a lot easier. Don't seem to stick or nothing.
And I do already have ready, because once we fry these, as soon as they come out, we're gonna place them on a paper towel plate.
And mind you, this dough stayed together really well. You know what I mean?
And we have a cup of powdered sugar and a cup of cinnamon sugar. Because as soon as they come out, as soon as you get them on that plate, you wanna,
You want to put your sugar on right away because when they're hot, that means the sugar will stick nicely to your treat.
exactly. Because if you wait till them to cool down, it's just gonna roll right off. These are looking great. He's gonna make one more. I'm gonna go over to the frying area, the stove.
Going to the fry department next. So all the cuttings I've taken from those three, we're able to make another one right here.
But once you do it a few times, you'll see, you cut it in half.
Yeah.
The recipe says it makes 12, so you want to cut accordingly.
Yeah, my experience level here in the kitchen's not that high, so I mean, definitely get used to how much you need. It's nice, you can just make it just kind of bigger and just put it in there so easy. It's kind of a little bit too, I hit it a little bit more.
So that's one of the reasons why he's doing it today, is because he's a brand new dough press set, and he definitely wanted to try it out, be the first one to be able to use it since it was his gift.
Good ideas, man. Good ideas.
And like I said earlier, this is the first time using this particular dough recipe, and it seems he really likes it. Seems like it's a good
Kind of nice, right?
good dough recipe.
Okay. Show the nice 4 little apple turnovers.
That's what we're gonna make for now. Okay, so right here, I just have my pan of oil, regular pan. I used to have a deep fryer, but like I always say, somebody else must have needed it more than me because it's no longer here. So I just took a small piece of the dough. I'm gonna drop it in and check out how my oil's doing. Definitely need a few more seconds on that. And as I said earlier, I've already got my cup of powdered sugar, cup of cinnamon sugar, and you can add anything that you like. We have like a maple sugar breakfast one. What would probably be good, I haven't tried it yet, is the cinnamon toast powdered one. A lot of people put stuff on that, so that's a nice one to use too, I would think. Alright, so now this is ready. And you gotta remember, when putting anything into hot oil, you want to put it away from you. You don't want to just plop it in. So I'm actually going to use this and lower it in. So we have it on this little spoon with some holes in it, and we're just going to drop it in. You definitely don't want to crowd your pan, so we're only going to do 2 at a time. And we're looking for the one side to get brown, then we'll flip it. And remember, our dough is already, our filling, sorry, is already done. So we're not looking to cook that, we're just looking to cook the dough. And over here I have my plate with some paper towels that'll help get some of the grease. Oh, that one just flipped over all by itself. Wow. Oh, here comes the other one flipping over by itself. Nice. Never seen that happen before. So, let me see if I can get a little better view for you what's going on over here. See, they're just frying away. And you would probably have to look up the time, the temp, and all that. But those of you that like to use the air fryer, perfectly fine to throw them in the air fryer. But this is a treat, so you're looking for that, I guess, McDonald's flavor greasy apple turnover. And it's just going to take a few minutes to fry up. These are looking so good. So we're about ready to take them out. Right to that paper towel. Nice. And I am draining a little grease as much as I can, and that's the spoon I'm using does have holes in it also. We're gonna take the sugar, cinnamon is what we decided, and put that right on there. And these are hot, but I am gonna flip them over and do both sides. Hot, hot. These are gonna taste so delicious, guys. So we're gonna go in with our other ones. And they take what, about 5-6 minutes. Let me lift this up. Oh, it's so hot. But let me show you. Look how good this looks. Oh, delicious. We're gonna have that nice lunch of hamburger gravy with the bean sprouts and chow mein noodles, and have this for dessert if we can hold out. These ones are definitely going to take less time. The oil's a lot hotter. The more you make, the less time, because your oil's going to be hot. Now, if you're just using this to make something like this where nothing's come out of it, we can save this oil, use it again. But if you're going to put something, like if you're frying chicken or something savory, you really don't want to use the same, you can use the same oil to cook that stuff, but you don't really want to save it. And with the cost of oil and things, it's definitely, you want to watch what you're making to be able to save the oil. You put the stuff that you can reuse again. Look at how fast. These ones are already done, guys. Again, I'm going to take them out, drain as much as we can onto the paper towel. Just draining. Add in the sugar, cinnamon. This guy decided to stand up on me. Flip him over. We're going to grab a little bit of this powdered sugar. We'll put powdered sugar on a couple of them. Just one side, we don't need all that. It's a lot of sugar. Okay, we're going to go on to the next thing. So here are our finished apple turnovers. They are so delicious, and we did not even get into them yet. This one right here in the middle, I decided to take some raspberry preserves and put that in the middle of that one for something different. You can do anything really. You could use this dough. You could put the hazelnut stuff there, peanut butter and jelly, pumpkin, anything, zucchini. They're delicious.